watching Beyond Breaking News,
where the news is of the people,
for the people,
but by the youth.
I am Vijay Mohit
And I am Vijay Vishwas, and we will be your host for this bulletin.
from national to international, from health to technology. Let's find out what's making news this week.
But before we begin, let's take a quick look at the headlines. UK calls for early general elections.
New banking rules implemented in India.
And upcoming Hollywood films of 2017.
UK has been in the news for some time now. Brexit hogged headlines not only in Europe but all over the world.
After a lengthy debate, 522 parliamentarians voted in the favor of the country going for early elections.
Vijay Rohan and Varun bring us the details.
Last month, British Prime Minister Theresa May formally triggered the 2-year procedure for leaving the European Union, setting March 2019 as a deadline for departure.
Although she had assured the country that elections would not be held before 2020, she wants parliamentary support as Brexit negotiations are expected to be difficult.
UK will now go to poll on 8th June.
Here is why is Brexit so important.
What does Brexit mean for Britain's economy? The Brexit victory sent economic shockwaves through global markets, and Britain lost its top AAA credit rating. But the Bank of England cut interest rates and took other emergency steps to stop the UK from slipping into a recession.
If UK slips into a recession, foreign companies will be less likely to invest there and could relocate their headquarters out of UK.
What will happen to immigration when Britain leaves the European Union? Brexiteers have argued that Britain is now free to take back control of its borders in order to curb immigration and increase security. The UK will no longer have to accept free movement of people from Europe because it is preparing to leave the European Union's single market.
A large number of the immigrant population have already started the process of moving out of Britain, saying they no longer feel safe. The election results are in. It is a hung party.
Will Britain now continue with Brexit? Is the question all are asking.
Opposition party leaders are also campaigning for a referendum on Brexit. Former British PM Tony Blair is all set to return to politics with a strong anti-Brexit movement.
8th June revealed the people of Britain are in support of all the events which led up to this moment, especially Brexit. On this note, this is Vijay Rohan
And this is Vijay Varun with camera person Umair signing off for
Beyond Breaking News.
In spite of 2 recent terror attacks, Britain saw a huge turnout for the polls on 8th of June. Moving on.
After demonetization, India is waking up to many changes in its financial and banking sector.
What are these changes? Will they impact everyone? Is anyone exempt?
Vijay, Shruti and Zahara bring us the answers to all those questions.
Last year's demonetization gave our country a nudge towards cashless economy.
In a bid to push the people to the cashless transaction, the major private bank in our country like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank have reintroduced about the transaction charges for deposit and the withdrawal of the cash.
HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank are now charging Rs 150 per transactions for cash deposits and withdrawals at a branch, beyond 4 free transactions in a month.
These banks will also charge if the monthly average balance is not maintained by the account holder. This would apply to savings as well as salary accounts effective from March 1.
The rates being fined in case the MAB is not maintained differs in metropolitan, urban and rural regions. The HDFC Bank would also cap the third-party cash transactions at Rs 25,000 per day.
Are you aware of the new transaction fees and penalties being charged by major banks? What do you have to say about it?
According to me, it's totally wrong because all the public can't afford it.
That's absolutely wrong because the money is ours and we have to pay for it. But that's not good. The system is going to be more bad, more worse. Let's see, when the GST comes, we'll come to know everything.
It is not fair actually. अभी हम लोग बैंक में पैसे जमा कर रहे हैं. अभी कभी किसी को मेडिकल इमरजेंसी हो सकता है. So there can be a more than 4 transactions. So गवर्नमेंट इस तरह से हमको चार्जेस करेंगे तो it is burden us. हमारा लॉस हो जाएगा.
The charge those are taken by the bank, I think it's not good for the citizen. So I am not agree with this rule.
Yeah, I am very much aware about the new transaction charges being taken by the government, and I think it is good step taken by government in order to go cashless in the economy of India, and as well as it is very good for the Indian economy so that each and every so that people can minimize the cash transactions.
I don't know.
Is anyone exempt from all these above mentioned charges? Yes, the minor account holder and the senior citizen are free from all these additional charges.
Along with this, private banks, SBI, too announced similar charges which came into effect this April.
Be alert, be aware and be pet up plan. There are 4 free transactions. Right? On this news, this is YJ Shruti.
And this is YJ Zahara with camera person Prachi signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
Are you facing troubles due to the cash crunch in the country?
Are you tired of trying to figure out ways to make digital payments using complicated applications and net transactions?
Well, there is a good news. An easy-to-use mobile application designed by Prime Minister's office has just been launched.
Secure gateways, alphanumeric passwords and digital payments may soon be a thing of the past.
YJ Supreet brings us the details of new Bhim Aadhaar Pay app.
On April 14, 2017, the Government of India had launched Aadhaar Pay application. 27 banks went live at the launch on April 14. The technology is designed in such a way that the customer do not need any use of device for the payment. All they need is a bank account linked with Aadhaar, and they will be able to use their thumb impression for the authentication.
The Bhim Aadhaar Pay payment app has been developed along with UIDAI and National Payments Corporation of India. This payment app eliminates the charges currently charged by card companies such as MasterCard and Visa. The app makes cashless transactions possible even for those who do not have mobile phones. However, the merchant accepting the payments has to have a mobile phone. The app uses biometric scans as passwords. This means that users can use their fingerprint or biometric data to validate a transaction. Merchants need to download the Aadhaar Pay app from Google Play Store, and they also need to install a biometric scanner and link it to the app. Though users don't need any password or app, it is mandatory for them to have their Aadhaar number linked to their bank account to make the payment. The app needs internet connection to work. This is unlike a debit or credit card machine which works on telephone lines.
Aadhaar has already given unique numbers to 1.11 billion people in the country. Out of these, 400 million people have linked their 12-digit Aadhaar number to their bank account. The government targets 25 billion digital transactions on various new payment platforms in 2017 and 18. India is going cashless. Are you? On this note, I am YJ Supreet with the camera person Honey signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
With that, it's time for a short break.
Don't go away. We will be right back.
Coming up on the other side, staying healthy in summer.
Keep watching Beyond Breaking News.
welcome you with a question. Are you ready?
When you hear the word summer vacation, what comes to your mind?
Holidays, food, games, TV, friends, books and enjoyment.
Yes, it's quite a long list, but it also includes falling sick, right?
Vajas, Prachi and Radha bring us some do's and don'ts to help us
not fall sick.
Summer means heat, sweat, upset stomach and inactivity. All that leads to irritation, and irritation makes us scream. Once I explain you the ABC of scream, I mean summer, you too will want to follow our lead.
So, we are going to take the letters in scream and rearrange them into something positive for summer. Let's start with S. S is for sun protection. Use sunscreen that has SPF 30 or higher with UVA and UVB ray protection. Apply liberally to all exposed skin at least 15 minutes before you plan to step outdoors.
C could be for common sense, but in this case, let's use it for cotton. C is for cottons. Light colors reflect, dark colors absorb. So the lighter and looser they are, the better you will feel. Cotton and linen fabrics are cool and comfortable. Avoid synthetic fabrics as much as possible.
It was so difficult to come up with an R. The word just kept running away from us till we hit upon the word running. R is for right way to exercise. Seriously, you can't use summer as an excuse to not exercise. If you go for a run outdoor, go early morning, late evening or where there is plenty of shade.
So the next letter is E. We are free, no school, at home all day. So we eat. E is for eat fresh. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables is one of the simplest ways to reduce the heat from your body.
The next letter was a no-brainer. A is for aqua. This summer, you need to cut down the solid and increase your liquid intake. Drink enough water. Carry a bottle of water when outdoors. Coconut water, vegetable and fruit juices are a good idea too. Keep yourself adequately hydrated.
And the last letter, you all will agree, is for something a lot of us ignore. M is for medical alertness. Avoid being outdoors during the hottest hours of the day, that is 12 noon to 3 pm. Avoid walking intensively outdoors during this time. If you happen to be with or come across someone who is going through a stroke, immediately take them to a cool place and hydrate them.
So, are you going to let the weather dictate terms for your life? What you gonna do? SCREAM. On that note, this is YJ Radha and this is YJ Prachi with camera person Shruti signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
Our next story is about hard work, some wins and some losses.
Yes, and it is also about victory and reaching one career best rankings.
Which sport are we talking about? Who is the super achiever? What has her career graph been like?
YJ's Umer and Smruti Ranjan bring us the details of how PV Sindhu became world number 2.
The Indian Open Super Series saw the country's favourite badminton player score a decisive win over a nemesis of the Olympic game. Yes, PV Sindhu defeated Carolina Marin in straight sets to clinch the title. These wins earned her 9,200 points in Badminton World Federation World Rankings. Add these to the 71,599 points she has already accumulated with 15 title wins. PV Sindhu has now become world's number 2 badminton women's single player. Let's take a look at her career graph.
The world sat up and took notice when PV Sindhu broke into the top 20 of the BWF World Ranking in September 2012 at the age of 17. In 2013, she became the first ever Indian women's singles player to win a medal at the Badminton World Championships. In 2014, PV Sindhu reached the semi-final stage of 2014 Commonwealth Games. In 2015, she reached her maiden final of a Super Series event at the Denmark Open, but lost at the finals. She, however, won her third successive women's singles title at the Macau Open Grand Prix Gold. Her silver medal win in the women's singles event of the 2016 Summer Olympics made her first Indian shuttler to reach the final of an Olympics badminton event, and the youngest Indian to make a podium finish in an individual event at the Olympics. As a doubles player, she has 9 wins and 8 losses, and as a singles player, well, out of 280 matches she played, she lost only 82 and won 191 matches. This win at the Indian Open Super Series had made her the world's number 2 player.
We hope that it won't be long before she becomes world number 1.
On that note, this is Vijay Umer
and this is Vijay Smruti Ranjan with camera person Rohan signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
That brings us to the last story of this bulletin, which means it's time for some
Entertainment! We all have our favorites. Favorite actors, favorite songs and even favorite film industries. Collywood, Tollywood, Bollywood.
This story takes you straight to Hollywood and tells you about some of the upcoming movies of 2017.
Why just Honey and Sahil bring us the list. Watch and enjoy!
Lights, camera, action are the words that filmmakers live by. Each scene, each dialogue, each character are carefully created.
But we, the audience, just slap it up. Regional, Hindi and even English films.
Watching movies with friends and family is like just the best ever.
So we decide to help you plan Hollywood movie calendar for 2017.
My dear Belle, you're so ahead of your time. This is a small village.
You are the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen.
We have already seen a couple of the big releases like Beauty and the Beast and Logan, which released in March-April this year.
Very much like you.
The feelings disappear.
In May, we will get to see some of our favorite franchises. Jack Sparrow is back in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
I'm searching for the trident.
We have to find it.
Alien Covenant, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and Terminator Genesis 2 are other movies to look out for in May.
My whole life I prepared my son to lead humanity in the fight against the machines.
Vacations are still on, and June will not disappoint us. One new production from the House of Marvel and one franchise, Wonder Woman, and yet another Transformers movie. The Last Night 2 is due in June.
School has started, but these three are a must-watch. Independence Day 3, Spider-Man Homecoming, and War for the Planet of the Apes are all set to release in July.
It will be a planet of apes.
Wow, I think apart from Wonder Woman, these all are sequels. Hey, did we forget to mention the 8th edition of Fast and Furious?
But wait, the list is not over. Thor is set for November release and Jumanji and Star Wars will entertain us in December.
And these were just the icing on the cake. We are going to start compiling the next list. Till then, this is Vijay Honey
and this is Vijay Sahil
with camera person Varun signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
On that note, we come to the end of this bulletin.
This is Vijay Vishwas
and this is Vijay Mohit signing off for
Beyond Breaking News,
where the news is of the people,
for the people, but by the youth. Goodbye and take care.
The British Prime Minister Theresa May formally entered a 2-year procedure for.
Although she had assured the country that elections would not be held before, Tony Blair is all set to return to politics with a strong anti-Brexit movement.
Atak mat bhai.
Is anyone exempt from all these above mentioned charges? Yes, the senior citizen and the senior
FBI to announce similar charges, which
the government of India had launched. The government of India is going cashless. Are you? This is Vijay Supreet with the camera person Honey.
All it's to make. Sorry, miss.
YouTube will want to
SCREAM.
So, are you going to let the weather terms for your life?
world's number 2 badminton women single player. So let's take a look at her career graph. We hope that it won't be long before she becomes one.
Camera, action are the words that filmmakers live by.
We the audience, just slap it up. Regional.
We are going to start.
But wait, not. But wait.
Keep watching Beyond Breaking News. मैंने देखा
क्यों देखता है
तो तूने स्टार्ट किया. Keep watching Beyond Breaking News. YJ's Umair and Smruti Ranjan bring us the details of how PV Sindhu became world number 2.